Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. So the message that's been coming through this morning is, I actually wrote it down because I was doing some housework and it came to me, and then I kind of lost the, okay, this is what it is. It was just not the right time. There you go. That's what's been coming through. So cheers to the channel of lovers. We'll have a reading this way today. It's been a while. The time is 14:21. It is Sunday. I'm not sure it feels like a Sunday, but it is Sunday. I feel it feels like a Saturday today. We're going to play with the witches. No, we're not. We're going to change it up a bit. We're not going to play with the witches. We're going to be playing with the fairies. They're quite elemental cards, should we say that? I've got the fairies. I've got the positive pups versus critical kittens. Hello, beautiful. Hello, Christine, darling. Good morning, good afternoon. Oh, I feel like I've got a bit of a hot flush coming on. We're going to have a chat with the fairies. It was just the wrong... No, you don't put the wrong in now. It was just not the right time. Prince of Summer. He's romantic, he's captivating, dramatic, flirtatious, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So let's see where this, of course, it's getting hot in here. Look, he's on a dandelion head there. All your wishes. There's lots of them. So we have the Page of Cups. Then we have the Seven of Winter. There is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. We'll work this out. We can work it out. We can work it out. Because it looks like he's kind of on this dandelion wishes, all his wishes coming true, as she's kind of skating off towards where? It's like kind of, hey, I'm here. Where's she off to? Well, let's have a look into that first. Okay, this will be interesting. I'm to use the cards that are around me. So, okay, I'm taken to the orange cards here. It's like I could see a shadow forming on the wall. Okay, give me the cards. I can see the steam coming out of my coffee. Did I say cheers to you guys? Cheers to the channel of lovers. Happy Sunday. It's hot, my coffee's hot at the moment. So I'm going to have a look into this energy here. Okay. What's the underlying here is hurt. A cause of injury or damage. Because that's what it says there. Hidden in a box, but it's kind of transparent. What's becoming transparent is somebody's been hurt. And I felt the energy, cheers Christine, I felt the energy of causing damage or injury to love. Damaging this love. Okay. Well, in reverse is you to me are everything, but this is somebody that's going towards them everything. So I feel this may have changed, turn around. Me, Tarzan, so he's looking for his feminine, because Tarzan energy is very ape-like. Well, of course it is. But he needs to be taught a few. He needs to be taught a few things. I heard and read about that. So he wants to know what love is. He wants you to show him. Because this here is, I mean, the Seven of Winter is the most sneakiest card in the deck. There is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. But this card makes mention of what is this light that she's got here, where did she get it from, and where is she off to? Okay. You know, I had a premonition that my neighbours might start arguing whilst I was on camera. Or we could hear them shouting. I'm not sure if they're arguing because their accent's very abrupt. It's they may just be talking, but it sounds like arguing. So that could be, you know, when you're talking to someone and you feel as if like they're arguing with you, but it's like they're not, they're just, that's how they talk. Me Tarzan. The Seven of Winter. I've been thinking about what you said. Well, what's interesting is, so we're having a look, we're comparing the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's energy here. I feel some of the things that the masculine may say, like in his abrupt, beast-like, it's the ego, egotistical manner. The Divine Feminine, she'll take it on board, but she won't take it like seriously. Because that's in reverse. I've been thinking about what you said. So what's coming through now is that when somebody feels as if they've done something that's unforgivable or said something that's unforgivable, and you actually pluck up the courage to like apologise to that person, more than likely you'll find out that that person has totally forgotten about it. It's like only you holding on to that. And that's the energy I'm feeling. It's like, well, there's nothing to forgive. But you've kind of been holding on to this. So, yeah, that's what I feel. Let's have a look at the positive pups versus the critical kittens. You can see where I'm coming from. What's coming through is just because we don't agree on certain beliefs, it doesn't mean I don't love you. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet. The need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. And I feel like this whole reading is based around, it just wasn't the right time. You only live once. Run through the sprinklers in the backyard. I felt the energy of someone wanting to get naked. Just wanting to be free here. And on the other side of that, treat yourself to a bath. There's always time for self-care. Soaking it up. Okay. Cleansing energy, sprinklers. Maybe not the sprinklers, but we've got the shower. The Seven of Winter. But you only live once. Run through the sprinklers in the backyard. Now she's skating on like ice. Okay, let's look at this Seven of Swords energy. Learning a new trick might be hard, but practice makes perfect. So he wants to learn a trick or two. It's like, well, how do we communicate? How should we communicate? Having trouble communicating. And not knowing that this abruptness comes, it's not so much an abruptness, it's maybe a closed-mindedness. So learning a new trick might be hard, but practice makes perfect. And then we have pause, reflect, change the trajectory of your life, but whatever you do, don't wear socks with sandals. are some rules. Don't do that. Okay. Oh dear. Just made me chuckle. Let's go to the fairy oracle, the oracle of the fairies. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon. It was forecast that this morning we would have rain and we would have a beautiful afternoon. And that is true. Okay, let's have a look at this page of summer card. Celebration. It's beautiful and sunny there as well, Christine. That's good to hear. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. That's interesting because I'm in an RM whether or not to have my hair down today or up. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Life energy. Why, I said, what is that she's got in there? It's light. Where did she get it from? Where is she off to with it? The happy fairy of sunshine. Would like me to put my glasses on. Okay, we've got 2 more cards here. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. Okay, so I feel like this masculine here really needs to release. Does it say that? Oh, to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. My glasses are a bit distracting. The moon energy on the masculine side. Surround. Put the glasses back on. I can see the glare of the lamp. What's going on? Okay. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. You can see that someone's looking for peace of mind. Okay. Maybe they feel as if their behaviour was not acceptable in the past, or should not have been acceptable, even though there's this energy of the Divine Feminine accepting him, no matter what. True wisdom, or true wisdom, we could say. The true dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sound it makes. I was taken to the energy of being like the Pied Piper. So what is going on? What is going on? This is like a real short reading, if I wrap this up now. Hey Ski, how are you doing, darling? It's a nice big red love heart you got there. One, two, three, four, tell me that you love me more. Hi Soul, how are you doing? Cheers to all you love bugs, all you channel lovers that have got the love bug. There's no helping you now. It's got a hold of you. Okay, are we getting a card for... I don't know, let's have a look and see. We're getting mindful wisdom. So this comes in with the tree wisdom here. We have the owl totem coming through. I am good, thank you. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, darling. So we've got the tree wisdom and we have the... I was going to say the owl wisdom. Mindful wisdom creates inner harmony. Let's read this card. Card number 28. Create inner harmony, silence your inner critic. It's like you're doing yourself out of love. Mindfulness is a simple act of being present in each moment, but for most people, it is not always achievable during daily life. So when I feel this energy of like it just wasn't the right time, it was like because there was no time to like dedicate. What's coming through is being able to delegate jobs, responsibilities. That frees up this freedom, this space, to devote to being present, not being so rushed off your feet. It used to sound cool. I used to think that it sounded cool if someone was so busy, and I took on that persona myself during a certain period of my life. And it's quite a stinking attitude. The attitude of, you know, you can rest when you die. And it was all just like power-driven power games. And not necessary at all. And creates quite a stressed out life. Not many people know how to be with themselves, you know, without the radio on or without the television on, just to be able to sit and listen. They feel so uncomfortable. Like in their own energy, in their own company. So mindfulness is a simple act of being present in each moment, but for most people it is not always achievable during daily life. Complications of employment, relationships, children, social activities and career choices can all seem to distract us from achieving this goal. It is only when you choose to become present that you receive clarity of consciousness, peace of mind, and objective understanding surrounding current issues. The owl is a representation of inner knowing and mindfulness. Patiently and carefully monitoring their surroundings, followed by clear and direct action. You may be feeling confused about people's actions, but like the owl, we must observe our surroundings to the best of our ability to see the real meaning of a person's actions or the origin of specific issues. Now is the time to journey inwards to access your inner knowing and personal wisdom through mindful practice to create a homeostasis, an equilibrium in your heart and mind. Bring yourself back to a heart space where you can approach anything with calmness and clarity. Right now, place yourself of value. When the owl appears in your life, it encourages you to use strong intuition to gain wisdom about matters that you shouldn't ignore. More importantly, self-worth and confidence. Tolerance can be achieved through objectivity and inner peace. Acknowledging all our experiences so we can be objective with our emotional and mental processes. Instead of reacting immediately out of anger, mindfulness allows you to be aware of this anger, helping you realise why you are angry, and then process the circumstances surrounding this emotion. This new form of emotional intelligence allows you to physically react using a positive process and method that is beneficial to you and others, while understanding the reasoning behind their behaviours. That's just explained how the Divine Feminine perceives, processes the Divine Masculine's past energy, behaviour. How it becomes, well, the tolerance is here. Tolerance can be achieved through objectivity and inner peace. Acknowledging all our experiences so we can be objective with our emotional and mental processes. I feel like someone's quite upset. It's like they're perceiving you as being a lot more hurt, because they would be hurt if maybe somebody has, maybe they've had a taste of karma and somebody's treated them the way that they treated you. They're getting a taste of their own medicine. But so it's about holding grudges. It's about working through the emotion, what becomes triggered within you while you're feeling these emotions. And you have to process them. So instead of reacting immediately out of anger, mindfulness allows you to be aware of this anger or disappointment or hurt or pain. It says here hurt, a cause of injury or damage. So instead of reacting immediately, oh, look at this energy here. I mean, there's a reason why I picked those up, because I could pick up, okay, smug and egotistical. We all go through that stage. I recognise when I've been very smug and egotistical. It's not necessary, but it was necessary for the growth process, because actually your ego can really give you confidence. It gives you that boost, the confidence that you need sometimes to put your value higher. It might look as if it's your ego, okay, at play, and it is, but it will increase your valuability, attention to detail. You have to learn how to tame that ego. Embarrassed and ashamed, open up to love. That's what we're wanting to do. Open up to love. Oh, thank you there, Jaylee. Your voice is calming and beautiful. Cheers. Cheers to a calm and beautiful voice. Where was this one? Where was that message? Learning a new trick might be hard, but practice makes perfect. I've not always spoke with this this calm, beautiful sound. It's developed. You only have to go back and check out some of my first videos, like from about 6 years ago. Oh, I can see the growth myself, within myself, and I'm very happy. Very happy. Okay, I don't know why I raised my eyebrows to you, because I was taken to like this peacefulness and contentedness. It has been a journey. Geez, are you just going to keep showing me all these, like... Hold on. Because every time I... Oh, that's not good, is it? Conflict. It wasn't that I said that's not good. This is not good. We can all become manipulated by society. Allow them to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. Best person to listen to telling you about what you should or shouldn't be doing is yourself. Above and beyond any other. You listen to yourself. I dare you. It will cause conflict. Or just respond to people that like to tell you what to do. That's interesting. I'm going to have a think about that. It actually satisfies them, so it kind of puts a stop to it. You should be da 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 da. I never thought of that. Thank you ever so much. I'm going to go away and have a think about that. Just a reverse manipulation. So you can play that game. But we want to play at the game of love, don't we? Tell me more. Tell me more. Okay, well, what can I tell you? We're feeling devilish. I can see that. The Divine Feminine would like to explain. Tell me more. I mean, there is so much that we could tell the Divine Masculine, but when he's ready, when he's open to love, otherwise it's going to feel like crucifying. You're going to feel as if you're being crucified by love, because it's going to kind of pinpoint everywhere that needs adjusting, or a pinpoint that maybe you've been doing the opposite, behaving the opposite. It's all right, that's the ego, yeah? Okay. Like the ego's now going to get you judging yourself, and don't be silly now. We all go through it. Okay. Embarrassed and ashamed. got the love of a lifetime waiting for you. What is there to be embarrassed or ashamed about? Learn the lessons, understand the meaning, deeper meaning to it all. It was all a setup. I don't think I've finished. I have finished reading this message. The shadow aspect is stubbornness, impatience, forgetfulness, thoughtlessness. And the sacred crystal is the charoite. And your affirmation, I react sensitively to others as I respect my personal boundaries. Okay. That's really the feminine's energy here. I react sensitively to others as I respect my personal boundaries. And the Divine Feminine will respect your personal boundaries also. Happy St. Paddy's Day, of course it is. The luck of the Irish. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay, we'll get another card from the Sacred Spirit reading cards. Well, let's have a look at these devilish. Well, it says devilish on them. Can you see? Happy. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. That's Abraham Lincoln. I feel like that's the masculine talking to himself. I don't like that man. I don't like that version of me. I need to get to know him better. Find out why he behaved that way. Oh, there's another quote by Abraham Lincoln. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. So when it come through about the timing just wasn't right. So in the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. And you still got a lot of life left in you. I was just thinking about you last night, was you know? I'm having a lot of trouble with my back walk. Isn't always easy. With my back. Walking isn't always easy. Okay. Whereabouts in your back is it, Laurie? Hopeful and mischievous. Someone's wanting to be naughty. Okay, but then they're like disgusted with themselves. I thought it was naughty in a good way. My daughter has a boyfriend, a Navy pilot that is stationed in Oklahoma, so she's moving to Oklahoma in May. That's going to be lovely, isn't it, for her? My daughter goes away again tomorrow. Not saying that she won't be home in between, but that's until November. I'm so excited for her. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Anyway. The lumbar back, lower back. Lower back, just across all of your lower back. Hang on a second, because we don't seem to be charging. We seem to have a bit of an issue with my charger today. I'm not sure what that's all about. Oh! As it tells me I've got low battery. Let me just see if I can sort this out. Maybe this is going to be a short reading then. I've just shortened the camera's just kind of the stand. Let's see, it's dropped. Laurie, tell me whereabouts, because later on, before I go to sleep tonight, I'll work on your lower back for you. I'll send you some healing and see if that does the trick. I'll just work on the whole lower back area and see if there's like some energy that I can unknot for you that I might be able to sense. I strongly suggest that you do the same and we'll get that cleared. Afternoon, Daddy's Blue Funk. Afternoon, Channel of Love. Afternoon, Cynthia. This may not be a long reading. It doesn't mean that I won't be back on. I might do a face down reading. We can really look into the cards, but I felt like I haven't shown my face for a while, so here we are. Kundalini Rising. Well, you've mentioned about your back, Laurie, so let's listen to this. Ignite Your Passion for Life, card number 22. Cynthia, afternoon. Oh yes, just before, I thought that said dicking. Dicking on feels like I've got a boulder on my right shoulder blade. Okay, jeez. So, well, actually, I've already had the sign, because when I was reading one of the cards, might have been Light Energy, Mindful Wisdom, I'm not sure. No, before that. Oh, I feel like my shoulders, it's not relaxed. Chill out. No, just loosen up a bit. Okay, so I'll have a look at that as well, Cynthia. So I'll look at the shoulders and the back. I just look at the whole area. Well, the Kundalini's rising, so very odd. Now I'll tell you what was really odd was outside, and I could hear a cat meowing, and then when I went to look for the cat, I couldn't find a cat. But I could hear the cat rubbing itself against the shed and around the back of the shed, and then when I went to have a look, nothing. Let's read card number 22. Because for some reason my charger's not working. And we've got 20%. So I'll go and figure it out. And we'll see what transpires. This card says it's your choice. Ignite your passion for life. Kundalini energy is non-denominational. It resides within every person, regardless of their culture, religion, or location. Often visualized as a great snake, this serpent of Kundalini energy has been coiled around the base of the spine since birth. Awakening Kundalini causes the energy to ignite and rise through the chakras. It lights up each chakra, giving each one an energetic boost along its way, continuing towards the higher crown chakra and beyond. Rising Kundalini can trigger positive and negative emotions, experiences. So rising Kundalini can trigger positive and negative experiences. A spontaneous awakening can be triggered by extreme events in your personal life, such as abuse or trauma, accidents, major life events, extreme stress, and drug use. Being unprepared can leave you feeling lost in life, overwhelmed, depressed, or fearful as the body and brain struggle to comprehend its intensity, choosing to restrict its movement. Just wasn't the right time. This here says the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. There's a lot to read. I'm just skimming through and pulling out words. Slow down. Slow down on the roads. In a more controlled environment, yoga practice, intense energy work, and meditation can also release this potent energy. If you have a limited ego structure and are ready to surrender to your Kundalini, you will pass through this experience with minimal complications. Ultimately, how you receive this awakening depends upon your outlook on life. Continual spiritual work is recommended now to remove any self-restrictions you may have in your life. Right now you are heading into unfamiliar territory. Empathy for others increases, while the interest in your own life begins to step into the shadows. As you begin to realign your life, you may be even asking, who am I? Releasing patterns and conditions the self has placed on the psyche, now is the time to realign your being to your unique blueprint. Currently, you are dissolving personal patterns that are no longer needed. If it is not serving you at the highest level, it will soon be removed. The release of Kundalini energy can herald great change. Assess the success of your coping strategies during stressful and emotional periods. So assess the success of your coping strategies during stressful and emotional periods. Forever changed by your experiences, reignite your fire and passion for life by connecting to your inner spark. The shadow aspect, ambition, rebellious and risk-taking. Sacred crystal, tiger's eye. Your affirmation, I am my own healer. I hear these messages loud and clear. That's so good that you guys hear these messages loud and clear. Do I need to read your comments? I think it might be best. Let's do this. Are they good enough to read aloud? I don't know. I don't need to scan them, do I? I don't think so. I don't normally feel I have to scan your comments. What's going on? Paranoia coming in. I'm not sure why though. Right, let's have a look. So we've had a look at the boulder on your right shoulder blade. Laurie, it goes all the way down my right leg. Okay, so we're talking about the right side of the body. Like my right knee never got replaced a year ago. Oh, that's interesting. It is interesting because if you knew what you know now, you'd know that you didn't need that right knee to be replaced. It was going to replace itself. But anyway, it may have been a pointless exercise, but we learn. If you, Laurie, there's a lot of Wayne Dyer material, and I know you listen to Wayne Dyer, that talks about that. About, yeah, anyway, that. Self-healing. Regarding like replacements, hip replacements, knee replacements, are not really necessary, but you know, we're manipulated, aren't we, by others telling us that that's really the only course of action of healing. But then, you know, it's all about what you believe in. But we're okay to change our beliefs, aren't we? I have an appointment with the doctor next week. Maybe I should have said that all before. Lucy screened the messages before. Trying to get an MRI, but my insurance is fine. Yeah, because it's not necessary. If you're meant to get an MRI scan, then the insurance would all be flowing through and there would be no blockages. We're good. We need to talk. Okay. I'm going to try and talk to you tomorrow. Laurie. Okay. I wish you would message me when I say, can we talk like tomorrow? And then I don't hear. Can you find a way to message me, please? Can you message me on Messenger, Laurie? Because I need to like connect with you. We'll talk about this. All good. Because there's so much healing work going on, isn't there? I'm going to do some tonight. We'll talk about it tomorrow. All good. Okay. Right. I love how you blame the insurance though. The insurance is fighting it. I'm just having a giggle. You know I love you, Laurie. Jeez. Feels like I've gone through decompressing process too quickly. Like the atmospheric pressure isn't well adjusted. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Very odd. Well, I'll tell you what I was taking to. At the moment, I'm making a paper mache Easter egg. Okay, so I've got a balloon, paper mache in it. And today, I pierced a hole in the balloon. I want to pull it out of the top of it so that I can cover that part now. And the balloon struggled coming out, and it was like the air. Just what you explained there, the decompressing process too quickly. So no, I had to go slow with it. Just put it gradually and a little hole it, and it was just odd. Very odd. Right now, no, it doesn't say that. It says right. Right, while on our coffee date, I put the window down to send out some of my loose hairs. Who are you on a coffee date with? Have I missed something? Are you just in a coffee date with yourself and with the channel of love? So right, while on our coffee date, I put the window down to send out some of my loose hair, and I swear something beeped at me. He said it was the wind whistling. I stand hard on no, it wasn't. The wind whistling. Well, the wind would whistle at you. Christine, funny. He literally just texted me and said, slow down with the weird texting. I put him on blast about, I know it's love and he has no idea how to say it, so he feels weird. No, he feels it, because I was going to say, he might not know how to say it, but he feels it. Hello, cat face enthusiast. Hi, how are you doing? What the heck? I know, it's like, I did do my Wayne Dyer. I am meditating. I try to do that every day, or at least once a day. Yeah. It's all good. It could be scary. The thought of illness and being in pain, but we know that just increases it, that fear. So let's see what miracles can occur. Cynthia, I just got a phone call from our little man. That's good, isn't it? Now the boulder's gone from the shoulder blade. Oh, yes. It's funny when I put earpods on and listen to music and just move my body the way it wants to move, I think it does different energetic releases like meridians. I've been doing that a lot lately. So I'll be washing up and I'll just have my headphones on and I like proper, just move the body the way that I've been doing this actually today, especially like with my paper mache, because I was struggling with the bits of newspaper and the glue, and I heard it come through and it was like, I'll tell you something else well that happened within this process. So this was quite early because my daughter came and she went, you're working on that early? And I was like, yeah, well, not really, I'd just been up a couple of hours, but I suppose it's early. I said, isn't that what Sunday morning is all about? Just doing what you, being a bit creative, doing what you want to do. Anyway, so as I'm doing it, what come through was surrender. Just, we know where to put all the paper mache, because there are quite a lot of layers now, but some areas still feel a bit fragile. Like, you know, they're not as solid. So, and I thought that was funny. And I had my headphones in and I don't know what I was listening to. But my daughter come in and she said, you know, I finally know what colour my hair is now. And I looked up and I went, what, honey? As if to ask her, you know, I chose it. And she went, that's it, exactly, my hair is the colour of honey. I said, it is. Her hair's the colour of honey. And then I could hear her saying to Jamie, my hair's, but she went to me, exactly, you've just said exactly the colour. After I'd kind of had a conversation with the divine, we'll do this, we'll do conversation, all of it. So I finally know what colour my hair is. And I said, what, honey? As if, what are you saying, sweetheart, darling? Because you use any, but I used honey. And she said, yes, exactly. That's the colour, honey. Anyway, right. So that's, did I say, so we spoke about moving our bodies to music. You're behind in chat, it's all good. Supposed to say chakras. Yes, I can message you on, thank you, darling. Tomorrow, I'm off tomorrow, so let's, oh, hold on. Yeah, we'll have to work around it because Emily goes away tomorrow, so, but I'm not sure what time, she's not sure yet what time she's leaving to go. No, just a friend. Okay, that's cool. Yes, he does feel it, Christine says. At least I know he feels love, so I feel better now. I told him yesterday it took me years to figure out our purpose. Now I have to just let him come to me. Hey Bond, happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, darling. Lucy, we've only got 20%, I know. Should we get one final message? Come on, we haven't hit the 10%. I don't know what other cards I really have. There's not really anything of interest. Let's just, I'll tell you what, we'll just go through this box. We're going through this box of tricks. The Channel of Love cards. It's like when another one of you joins, it's like I feel rude like going, because you've just like popped on and I'm going, but it's due to whatever's going on with my charger. It's a new charger. Karma. Justice is at play. Did you hear the train? Doot, doot. So the reason my battery is not charging is because I need to go and allow karma to do its thing. Hoppity hop, true love. I'll be back on later though, I'm sure. Sex on legs. Hi Manaha. Manaha. Hi. Christine, he can't resist it no more. So enough. He will come to me, I feel it. Yes. My body been waking up looking for a call, so I got to be coming soon. Mr. Dependable. That really matters to him, but he is still learning. But he's learning from the Divine Feminine. It's good. Good role model. So just keep on good role modelling. That's all you have to do anyway. Just be that good role model. We waste time looking for the perfect lover instead of creating the perfect love. And love takes off masks that we fear we cannot live within, that we fear we cannot live without, and no, we cannot live within. Okay, let's get this wrapped up. The flower language cards. We slept and slept and slept has been good. The baby kid's been sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. After maybe a week of crying and yearning and longing and all this horny energy, now she's so docile. It's like she just sleeps and she's just... Charity. What's... Oh, someone's feeling charitable. I am Mr. Dependable. Hopefully not boring. Unrequited love. A love that's not reciprocated. Victory and success. I felt the energy of someone feeling as if they were a charity case. Poor thing, she's exhausted. She is, like, really exhausted. And I feel that energy, like, with the masculines. It's like they've been yearning for this touch, this longing. Sending them insane. And now they're just knackered. Better than Mr. Know-It-All. That's still a really good song. No, Manaha. I think you go tell yourself what your life and future is going to look like. Because you're the one creating it. I haven't got time. It's not the right time, okay, to ask that question. It's just not the right time. Temperance, so balancing out these energies here. We've got humility on the bottom, and we need to get ourselves moving. The river will hand of her. This is driving him insane, which is why he just texted me saying slow down with the texting. So I don't need to say nothing that text speaks for itself. Text really does speak for itself, because especially when you're like texting with your Divine Masculine, it's very quick. There's no real thought behind it, or if there is, you kind of know that the other one's like, that's got them thinking, not sure how to respond to that. But it can be very quick, and sometimes you can text things and you're not sure why you text that, but you do. And Divine Takeover. Just like with my paper mache. Yeah, that's why you're best not to question any of it. Okay. Look at that, the Hierophant. If that's not a Divine Takeover. What do we do next? Queen of Cups. Look at the Ace of Cups here. And it's like he's, all this toxicity, like he's been hiding underneath her chair. But he has a lot that he needs to release. He feels so much better once he's able to talk about it. Under an understanding ear is coming through. Yeah, I don't know why I be texting the way I do, just can't help the downloads again. Yeah, and all these things that you text or say or talk about, like, it may be like 6 months later that you realise that that has an influence, or a bit later on down the line, when maybe they say something you think, well, where did that come from? And you know, it kind of come from like you kind of planted that seed into their mind. So don't have a question, stories that you tell them, like not made up stories, but personal stories, because you open up, don't you? You kind of I don't talk like that with anybody else, and that becomes noticeable when it's not in your life. Anyway, look at this. We've got the Page of Wands. He's wanting some sexy time. Bringing you that sexy bag. Yep. And she's on high alert. Well, she's not silly. I mean, she's not dumb, stupid. She's very aware. On guard energy here. Let's see what he has to say is coming through. The star energy, because it doesn't really affect you. You're in this, you're in spirit. It's the card of inspiration, imagination. Yeah, I've already read that part. Let's, shall we push it and see if we can get some message from the Sacred Spirit reading cards. I've still got one more deck here. What's the worst that can happen? It just cuts off. Not the end of the world, is it? Yeah, I open up to my text messages a lot. I told him yesterday I crave him, and I called him last night just to hear his voice, and I started laughing the moment he answered. Laugh out loud. I felt super happy. I know what I need to do and where I need to be. I have the power to make this happen. I like this kind of talking. I am just adding the finishing touches. These are good messages. I'm so sorry for retreating. I've made you wait far too long. Oh, it says I made you wait for too long. I feel embarrassed for wasting too much time. You didn't waste any time. It's just that the time wasn't right. After long deliberation, I have made a decision. A good one. Okay. Come on then. Let's push the limits. Makes sense. It all makes sense. Guardian, guard your energy. Card number 19. Guard your energy, visualize positive outcomes. Guardians of the spiritual realm are perceived differently across all cultures and religions. Totem spirits, angels, and other shamanic spiritual helpers are assigned to everyone at birth and can be discovered through vision quests, meditations, and deep forms of prayer. In ancient time, how do I say? I know how you say this word. No, I don't know what it is. The medical assistance of hallucinogenic plants was used. Medicine. It's not medicinal. Medicinal. It's a little bit funny. In ancient times, the the medicinal assistance of hallucinogenic plants was used. Every individual has a guardian or guiding spirit that watches over them during their lifetime. Different stages of life can bring change to those helpers, depending on what lessons or guidance are needed to complete levels of soul growth for the soul's ascension. Guardian spirits are often perceived in animal forms, so I picked up that straight away at the beginning of the reading, due to the recognition of their personal characteristics and mannerisms. The wolf depicts challenges in personal boundaries and being able to trust others with your emotional vulnerability. Right now, you must guard your energy fiercely. Be mindful of how you feel energetically around others. Exhaustion, fatigue, confusion, and clouded judgment is possible now if you allow yourself to be influenced by these energy vampires, the manipulators. Okay. Only you decide on a conscious or subconscious level if you wish to interact with these toxic energies. It is possible now to have interactions with police and emergency service personnel, as the guardian is a protector and teacher of spirits, highlighting personal safety and the safety of others. Currently, lunar cycles are influential. We had the moon energy that come out. I'm definitely going to listen back to this reading. So currently, lunar cycles are influential. Be cautious of the full moon's influence over people and places. Always put your personal safety first. Avoid taking unnecessary risks. Use careful practice in your holistic counselling, intuitive and healing practices, as you are absorbing unwanted energy from others and need to clear and ground yourself after each session or experience to minimise mental and physical fatigue. Hence why we need to go and clear this energy. The shadow aspect: abuse of power, codependency, irresponsible and carelessness. Your affirmation: I am clearly guided by my divine guardian. I am protected always. Amen to that. Guys, I will catch up with you soon. So until then, take care, much love. Bye for now.